Welcome to a Stitch and Bear Time mini video. My name is Leslie and we're going to be talking about knots and strands. Now when it comes to making your knots, I do it either one of two ways. I will either wrap it around my finger, maybe once or twice, and then I push the strand, kind of curling it in on itself, and then I pull through and you have your knot. Or if you're not comfortable with that, just do it the good old-fashioned way and just manually just make your knot by going around the loop and through the little bunny hole. Okay, so one of two ways will give you a good knot. When I am working on pieces that don't have any backings to them, I try to make my knots as small as I possibly can. As you can see, my knots are going to show on this piece. There is no backing to it. If it's just going to go in my stocking that's going to be covered, then I really don't care how big the knot is. I would probably leave this knot, but I'm actually going to make it a bit smaller for what I'm about to do. Now, when it comes to how many strands you are using, it depends on what the instructions say, but I also have a personal preference. So if I'm working with pearls and beads like this, I usually use one strand of floss. And what I mean by one strand of floss is that here's my one strand, and then the end of it comes out like this, where I just kind of hold the end. You see that? So for anybody who's not like a cross-stitcher, needlepoint person, the way I started out, you may not know that when they say one strand, you're like, well, how do I do that? So this is what they mean when they say one strand of floss. You have your strand of floss, and then the other end just kind of hangs out, and you just make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So you spend a lot of your time holding your needle like that just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, okay? Now, if you're going to use two strands of floss, that changes it up a bit. Typically what I do is I'll take my two strands and then I'll just knot it here at the end, and then you have your two strands of floss, okay? Super, super easy. Now, you use two strands of floss for a lot of outline stitching, a lot of embroidery work, and one strand of floss for beading and applique work. Now, of course, if your strand of floss is shredding, sometimes I'll double it up, or I'll just throw that bunch of floss away and get a whole new bunch of floss that I know it's not going to shred. Or if you just feel like you need your embroidery look to look thicker, then of course you can add one more strand to whatever you're working on. Otherwise, that's it. That's how you make your knot, and that's how you know how many strands to use. Thanks for watching a Stitch and Bear Time mini video, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!